कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभा गिरिवराधारी गोपी जना यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरवनचारी कुंज बिहारी यमुना तीरवनचारी कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना वल्लभा गिरिवराधारी गोपी जना यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदना यमुना तीरवनचारी कुंज बिहारी यमुना तीरवनचारी कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Jai Om Vishnupada Paramasabhava Shashtotra Shashimad is drawing by Sarai Charananda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shrupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Ki Namacharya Skarshtakur Ki Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोदम की, मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की, नवदीप मायापुर धाम की, गंगा माई ममई कावरी माई की, वंदे दो तुलसी महारानी की, समवृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण चंद्र की, श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की, श्री श्री गौरताय की, श्री श्री श्रीनिवास गोविंदा की, श्री श्री प्रहलाद वसुदेव के श्रीमद भागवतम की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1, verse number 4. नैमिषे निमिष क्षेत्रे ऋषय शौनकादय सत्रं सर्गाय लोकाय सहस्रसमम् आसता। Translation. Once in a holy place, in the forest of Naimisharanya, great sages, headed by the sage Shaunaka, assembled to perform a great 1,000-year sacrifice for the satisfaction of the Lord and his devotees. Purport. The prelude of the Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken in the previous 3 slokas. Now the main topic of this great literature is being presented. Srimad Bhagavatam, after its first recitation by Srila Shukadeva Goswami, was repeated for the second time at Naimisharanya. Similarly, there is another reference to the forest of Naimisharanya in the Varaha Purana, where it is stated that by performance of sacrifice at this place, the strength of demonic people is curtailed. Thus, Brahmanas prefer Naimisharanya for such sacrificial performances. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshe Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It's a very important verse, so we'll discuss. So Prabhupada says the purport, the prelude of Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken in the previous 3 shlokas. The essence of what Vyasadeva was going to talk about the entire Bhagavatam is summarized in 3 verses. Entire Bhagavatam summarized in 3 verses. Then from this verse onwards is expanding. So what is the importance of 3 verses? The first verse, Vyasadeva established the fact that Krishna is the Param Satyam. Krishna is the supreme absolute truth, who is a person. Who is a person, son of Vasudeva. So Krishna is a supreme absolute truth, is a person. Second, Krishna can be understood only through Bhagavatam. Simply by reading Bhagavatam, it's enough to understand Krishna. There is no need to read any other literature to understand Krishna. This is the second fact. And how do we understand Bhagavatam? Through Bhagavatam we can understand. So how do we understand Bhagavatam? One should hear from the person like Shukadeva Goswami or his representative. So unless we hear Bhagavatam from the bona fide Acharya, we cannot understand Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, who is a person. So these are the 3 important facts that Vyaseva explained in the three verses. Then he takes the subject, he expands further. So in the holy place, Naimisharanya, all the great sages headed by Shaunak Rishi assembled together, perform 1000-year sacrifice for the satisfaction of the Lord and his devotees. The Bhagavatam was first spoken by Shukadeva Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj on the bank of Ganges, the place called Shukartal, the first time. And Sutta Goswami, he was there when Shukadeva Goswami is speaking this Bhagavad Purana to Parikshit Maharaj. Then later, he was made as an acharya by the sages of Naimisharanya, headed by Shaunak Rishi, and they requested Sutta Goswami to speak this Bhagavad. So the Bhagavatam was spoken by Sutta Goswami for a second time in a place called Naimisharanya. Sacrifice, that all the sages wanted to perform sacrifice. Sacrifice means meant for the pleasure of Lord Vishnu. Any activity that we perform for the pleasure of Lord Vishnu is technically called sacrifice. Whenever we chant, we read, we do deity worship, we speak Krishna Katha or hear Krishna Katha, the demonic force will be curbed. When there is a Krishna Katha or spiritual activity takes place in a place, all the negative forces will be diminished. In fact, the world is running to some extent now because of devotees are doing japa, doing deity worship, speaking Krishna Katha. Almost maybe 0.0001% people will be chanting among 720 crore people in the world. Very less, maybe few thousand or maybe a lakh, 1 lakh people may be chanting in 720 crore population. So because of this chanting, the world is running to some extent. Otherwise, there will be a chaos in the world. If more number of people take to Krishna consciousness, then naturally the negative force or the demonic force will be curbed. The leaders of the world, many people, many leaders take to Krishna consciousness, then the world will be, people will be peaceful, prosperous, and they lead a reasonable, happy life. So any devotional activity that we perform in the holy place will increase its value, benefit, 100 times more benefit we can get than the same activity is performed in ordinary places. Therefore, devotees prefer to stay in a holy place so that they can perform devotional service, any activities, either hearing or chanting or reading, doing deity worship, any activities performed in the holy place will increase 100 times more benefit. So, if we install deity in the temple, we need not to go to any holy place, even in any city, any town, wherever Krishna consciousness is there, wherever temple of deities are worshipped properly, every day, morning Mangalarti, Darshanarti, then Rajabhogarti, evening Dhuparti, Sandhyarti, Shayanarti, anywhere, any temple, Krishna is worshipped properly. If we chant, if we hear, if we read, any devotional act we perform in the temple, the same benefit what we get in Vrindavana, we'll get it. There is no need to go to any place to seek. Of course, it's good to go to get connected, but that doesn't mean that we will not get the same benefit in the temple. Same benefit we'll get in the temple also. So, sacrifice means not that we put a ghee in the fire. No. Any activity that is performed for the pleasure of the Lord is called a sacrifice. Krishna says, Yajnanam jaba yajnosmi. Among sacrifice, I am japa. I am the chanting the holy name. So chanting the holy name is the most sublime method of performing sacrifice. In this age of Kali, only that is recommended. So that we'll discuss the last point Prabhupada explains in this verse. So next point, Prabhupada explains in the purport, the devotees of Lord Vishnu offer all kinds of sacrifices for his pleasure. The devotees are always attached to the service of the Lord, whereas the fallen souls are attached to the pleasure of material existence. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that anything performed in the material world for any reason other than for the pleasure of the Lord Vishnu causes further bondage for the performer. It is enjoined, therefore, that all acts must be performed sacrificially for the satisfaction of Vishnu and his devotees. This will bring everyone peace and prosperity. So, in this purport, Prabhupada clearly states that the difference between the karmis and devotees. The devotees always perform devotional service for the pleasure of the Lord. And the karmis always act for their own sense and own satisfaction. Devotees perform activities for satisfying the Lord. Karmis performing the activity to satisfy their senses. This is a vast different activity same. Both of them performing activity, but one person is his action, his intention is to please the Lord. Other person, his intention is to please his own senses, or maybe family, community, society. So devotees of the Lord, they always perform activity for only for the pleasure of the Lord. Whereas the karmis, they work day night. Daytime they work to earn money, nighttime either they sleep or enjoy sense gratification. This is the business of the karmis. So devotees of the Lord, they do not work for their satisfaction. Yajnartat karmano anyatra lokayam karma bandhana. Tadartham karma konte mukta sangha samachara. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu to be performed. Otherwise, it causes the bondage. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duty for his satisfaction. In this way, you'll become free from material bondage. So, when we perform our activities for the pleasure of the Lord, that will liberate us. On the other hand, if we perform any activity for our pleasure or our family pleasure, society pleasure, it will bind us to this world. It will bind us to this world. Nowadays, people they do not know. Everyone wants to work hard to maintain family, friends, society, community. They are not aware. This kind of activities, it will not only bind us, even bind to the people for whom we work. So therefore, we should be conscious. We should know what work that will release us from the material bondage and what work will bind us to this material world. The blind leaders of the state, they do not know what activity to be performed. They simply work on the bodily platform. They want to do welfare activity to the people. They are not really situated in knowledge. Unless one is situated in the right knowledge, he cannot do welfare activity to a society because he is in the bodily platform. The leaders, the so-called administrative heads, they simply collect taxes and they do not see the citizens are properly performing the religious duties. Whatever you do, I don't mind. You give me money, let me enjoy. You go to hell, I don't care. Therefore, the Bhagavatam, it is said in the Kali Yuga, it is the government will be entrusted with Dasyu Dharma. Dasyu Dharma means occupational duty of rogues and thieves. Occupational duty of rogues and thieves. Such kind of people become elected as minister or chief minister or prime minister, heads of the country. What they do, their only business is to loot, take the money, leave the people to suffer. You go to hell, let me enjoy, let me go to foreign, let me be happy, let me enjoy with my family. This is the attitude of the so-called heads of the state. So therefore they cannot do anything better to the society. Only Krishna consciousness can save the world from such devastation. Therefore, many people, we should preach many people to become, particular leaders should become Krishna consciousness so that they can do something better to the society. So, any activity that we perform to release the conditioned soul from the bondage is called the real welfare activity. Any activity that we perform to release the conditioned soul from the material bondage, it's called real welfare activity. So one cannot do real welfare activity unless one is situated in true knowledge. So how do we get to this true knowledge? Should we approach a bona fide spiritual master and receive this true knowledge, and then we can preach. So next point, Prabhupada says, the great sages are always anxious to do good to the people in general. And as such, the sages headed by Shaunaka and others assembled at this holy place of Naimisharanya with a program of performing a great and continuous chain of sacrificial ceremonies. Forgetful men do not know the right path for peace and prosperity. However, the sages know it well, and therefore, for good of all men, they are always anxious to perform acts which bring about peace in the world. They are sincere friends to all living entities, and at the risk of great personal inconvenience, they are always engaged in service of the Lord for the good of all people. Lord Vishnu is just like a great tree, and all others, including the demigods, men, siddhas, charanas, vidyadharas, and other living entities, are like branches, twigs, and leaves of the tree. By pouring water on the root of the tree, all the parts of the tree are automatically nourished. Only those branches and leaves which are detached cannot be so satisfied. Detached branches and leaves dry up gradually despite all watering attempts. Similarly, human society, when it is detached from the personality of Godhead, like detached branches and leaves, is not capable of being watered, and one attempting to do so is simply wasting his energy and resources. Saintly people are always anxious to deliver the conditioned soul. Their purpose of their existence is only to bring people to Krishna consciousness and make them to get liberated. Just like an Narada Muni, he constantly travels from one planet to another planets. They keep traveling. Devotees like Narada Muni keep traveling, not for like a tour, just like we, when we get bored, we go to different place, different countries to enjoy. But great personalities like Narada Muni or Prabhupada, they too travel, not for their own pleasure, but to enlighten people in Krishna consciousness that will do good to them, to the people of the world. So Narada Muni traveled many, many places, and we know that how he delivered great people like Mrigari, uh, Uttanapada's son, what is this, Dhuru Maharaj, gave instruction to Prahlad Maharaj and Valmiki. So we know how Narada Muni keeps going and preaching. Once he delivered sons of Dakshas. Daksha Maharaja was a Prajapati. He created demigods, demons, human being. He still found the population was not sufficient enough. Therefore, he went to uh, Vindhya mountain. He performed severe austerities and he offered wonderful prayers to Lord Vishnu named Amsaguya prayers. Lord Vishnu, being pleased with the prayers offered by Daksha Maharaj, Prajapat Daksha, he appeared in front of him in his 8 arms. Lord Vishnu appeared in 8 arms. Lord Vishnu understood that Daksha wanted to follow Pravatti Marga, the path of material enjoyment, sense enjoyment. At the same time, if you want to, same time want to follow Karma Kanda portion of the Vedas. So understanding the mood of Daksha, because he want to beget children, he has to get married, enjoy senses. So Lord Vishnu offered him a daughter of Panchajana named Panchajani to Daksha, who was very suitable for Daksha to enjoy sense gratification. So, impelled by the energy, illusory energy of the Lord, Daksha Maharaja. Daksha means one who's expert in sense gratification or expert in begetting children. So he enjoyed with his wife Panchajani and begot 10,000 sons. Begot 10,000 sons and told his 10,000 sons, my dear sons, you should all perform tapasya, just like how he underwent tapasya. Similarly, he also told, should all perform tapasya and should get married and beget children. So in this way, the world will be filled with full of population. So being ordered by Daksha, the 10,000 sons are known as uh, Haryashvas. Haryashvas. All of them went to a place of pilgrimage called Narayana Saras. They performed severe tapasya, taking bath in the holy river, undergoing austerity, lot of austerity they underwent. And the place is Narayana Saras is filled with the devotees, and everyone was doing their devotional activities, performing tapasya, being in the holy place, being in the midst of devotees, undergoing tapasya. The sons of Daksha, 10,000 sons of Daksha, gradually getting purified. And their intention was to get married, to beget children. When Narada Muni saw the sons of Daksha Maharaja, they are purified by taking a bath in the holy place, being in the association of saintly people, and the saintly means a holy place. He wanted to preach them and deliver them from the path of Pravritti Marga because they want to enjoy as their father instructed them. He came and instructed, why do you follow the order of your father? It's simply entanglement. You should search out a place where having gone once, never return to the space. And he explained that spiritual place called Vaikuntha Dhamma. One who goes to Vaikuntha Dhamma, he'll never come back. On the other hand, if you perform, you follow the order of your father, you'll get married, beget children. Again, you have to take birth. Again, this path of repeated birth and will take place. Therefore, this is not intelligent activity. So it is better for you to give up this path of Pravritti Marga, the household life, and you take the path of Nivritti Marga, path of renunciation, so that you can go back home, back to God in this life itself. So Narada Muni preached the 10,000 sons of Daksha Maharaj, and all of them were convinced with the preaching of Daksha Maharaj. All of them were convinced with the preachings of Daksha Maharaj. And Narada Muni also said, Just like entering into a household life is like a falling into the deep well, because lot of complications are there in the household life. It's very, very difficult to come out of it. Prahlad Maharaja also said the same thing, advised to his father. That sadhu manye swaravarge dehina sada samudgna dhyam asadgrat itvatma padam gramanta kopam vanam gato id arim ashrayet. O best of the demons, as far as I've learned from my spiritual master, anyone who accepted this asat, this body is asat, temporary. Even the household life, wife, children, family, society, community, even that is also asat. Anyone who accepted this body as all in all, the family, is certainly embarrassed. Is certainly embarrassed by anxiety. Sada samudvigna, always filled with anxiety. How to maintain them, how to protect them, what to do, this marriage, that marriage, so many problems will be there because of having fallen into the deep and darkest well without any water. Therefore, one should get out of this place, go to a forest, Vana, specifically Vrindavana, take shelter of Lord Hari. In this way, one can become free from all this embarrassment, free from all entanglement. So the same things Narada Muni also said to sons of Daksha, don't get entangled in the material life. Better take the path of renunciation and go back home, back to Godhead. So all the sons of Daksha Maharaja were completely convinced with the instruction of Narada Muni, then circumambulated Narada Muni and went uh, to follow the path of self-realization and went back home, back to Godhead. When Daksha Maharaj heard that the 10,000 sons, they took the path of renunciation without getting married, so he was lamenting. Then Lord Brahma pacified him. Don't worry, be calm, no problem. So he pacified them. Then again, Daksha, he got 1,000 sons in the womb of his wife, Panjajani. They were called uh, Shavalasvas. Shavalashvas. They are called Shavalasvas. Daksha is very expert in sense gratification, is expert in begetting children. Narada Muni is also expert in delivering the conditioned souls, sending them back to Godhead. Narada Muni is expert in one activity, Daksha is expert in another activity. He is expert in begetting children, Narada Muni is expert in delivering them. So, again, Daksha Maharaja told to the 1,000 sons, Shavalasvas, he told them to go to holy place, perform tapasya, and beget children, fill this universe. So again, sincerely obeyed the order of the father. They all went to the place, same place called Narayana Saras, and all of them were performing austerity, severe austerity, taking bath, and offering prayer to Lord Vishnu, glorifying the Lord, understanding the sons of Daksha's situation. Again, Narada Muni came and said, my dear so and so, sons of Daksha, you are all very obedient brothers of your elder brothers. They all took the path of renunciation. Therefore, you should also follow their footsteps. He preached again, don't get entangled in the materialistic life, household life. Better follow the path of your elder brothers. He preached them. Then all of them, all 1,000 sons of Daksha Maharaja, accepted the instruction of Narada Muni. They also took the path of renunciation. Meanwhile, Daksha was heard this, that his 1,000 sons have taken the path of what is it, renunciation. He was very, very, very upset, very angry when he met Narada Muni. blasted Narada Muni by saying what is Daksha said to Narada Muni, "You wear the dress of a saintly person, but you are not actually a saint. Indeed, although I am in Grahastha life, I am certainly a saintly person. By showing my sons the path of renunciation, you have done me an abominable injustice." So Daksha is claiming that he's a saintly person. Of course, Daksha is, in one sense, he was saintly person because he underwent severe tapasya to please Lord Vishnu. But he had one quality, bad quality, finding fault with the exalted person like Narada Muni. He did not understand that Narada Muni has done the great work to deliver his sons to back home, back to Godhead. He did not have that idea. He did not have that because his intelligence means very refined. Because he's addicted to the path of enjoyment. Therefore, he cannot think higher level things. Those who are in the bodily concept of life, those who are addicted to sense gratification, they cannot think. They cannot think that the real benefit of their own children, going back home, back to God, is the best thing for the children. But they don't accept. They think that they should be happy materially. A conditioned soul thinks always his family, particularly his children, should be materially happy. They don't think about the children's future enjoyment. As long as they are there, they should be happy. So, Prajapati again said, Daksha said, "My children, my sons, they were not all freed from three debts. Indeed, they did not perform, indeed, they did not properly consider their obligation. O Narada Muni, O personality of sinful action, you obstructed their progress to a good fortune in this world and next, because they are still indebted to the saintly person, demigods, and their father." Actually, as soon as a Brahmana takes birth, is indebted to, he assumes three kinds of debts. One is debts to demigods, debts to saintly person, and debts to father. So a Brahmana son has to undergo celibacy in order to free his debt to saintly person. And second, he has to perform sacrifices in order to free his debt to demigods, devas. And he has to get married, beget children, in order to free his debts to his father. These three debts, they are son of Brahmana has got. But Daksha did not know the conclusion of the Shastra. He's thinking, my children should enjoy, should beget children and perform sacrifice. And in this way, they should lead life. Yes, it's for ordinary people. It's meant for normal people. But the highest thing is, if one takes shelter of Lord Hare, is freed from all kinds of obligation. It is stated in the Bhagavatam, Devrishi Bhutatmanam Pitrinam Nakikranayam Runicha Rajan Sarvatma Ya Sharanam Sharanim Gato Mundo Parirtha Kartum. If one gives up all kinds of activities, whatever dharma he follows, gives up, and takes shelter of the lotus feet of Mukunda, is freed from all kinds of obligation immediately. Because Mukunda is the one who gives shelter to all. Is freed from all obligation. Who are the people we are obligated? Deva Rishi Bhutatma Nirnam Pitrinam. Deva, demigods, Rishi, saintly people. Deva Rishi Bhutar. Bhutar means living entities. Then Apta, friends and relatives. Nirnam, human being. So one is freed from all kinds of obligation. We are not obligated to Pitur, forefathers. or friends, relatives, father, mother. How? Simply by taking shelter of Lord Krishna, Mukunda. Daksha is not aware of the conclusion of the Shastra. He simply speaks from the Karma Kanda portion. However, a person like Narada Muni knew very well about the conclusion of the Shastra. The best thing for the jiva is to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of God. And in this way, he becomes free from all kinds of debts to father, mother, grandfather, forefathers, Deva, Rishi, Bhuta, Apta, all people. This is the only way we can become free from debts. So Daksha was not aware. And he said, although I live in household life with my wife and children, I honestly follow the Vedic injunction by engaging in fruit activities to enjoy life without sinful reaction. I have performed all kinds of yajnas, including Deva yajna, Rishi yajna, Pitru yajna, Niru yajna, because these yajnas are called vratas, vows. I am known as Griha. Unfortunately, you have given me great displeasure by misguiding my sons for no reason to the path of renunciation. So Daksha is criticizing Narada Muni for misguiding his sons. Actually, Narada Muni did the real welfare activity to the sons of Daksha by delivering. However, the person who's materialist, who's absorbed in sense gratification, cannot appreciate the greatness of the devotees. Daksha could not appreciate the greatness of Narada Muni. Therefore, he criticized and he cursed. What he did? You have made me lose my sons once. Already he delivered 10,000 sons. Once again, you made me to lose these sons also. Therefore, I curse you that you will not have any place to stay. You will not have any residence. So Daksha was very angry and cursed Narada Muni that he will not have any residence. He thought, because Daksha is a materialistic person, generally materialistic people want to stay in one place and enjoy. He thought Narada Muni, if he doesn't have any place, he will suffer. He thought like himself. But actually, for the preachers like Narada Muni, it's a boon. They don't want to stay in one place. They want to travel place to place to deliver the conditioned souls from the path of entanglement. From the path of entanglement. So, Prabhupada also said that, like parampara, the Guru Parampara from Narada Muni, even this, parents of my disciples also cursed me, just like Daksha cursed Narada for delivering or instructing his sons to the path of renunciation. Similarly, the parents of my disciples also cursed me. Therefore, although I have got many temples, wherever I go, I am provided good comfort in the temple. I am taken care by the devotees. However, due to the curse of the disciples of my parents, I am not able to stay even 3 days, at most 1 week or 2 weeks. So this is due to the curse, but I don't mind the curse. I don't mind the curse of the parents of my disciples, but I want to do the real welfare activity. So he said, if sannyasis, my disciples, they take it seriously and they start traveling from one place to another place, I can transfer the curse of the parents of my disciples to my disciples, so that I can stay in one place and translate Srimad Bhagavatam, translate all the books for the benefit of the world in the future. So Prabhupada also said the same thing, that I have been cursed by the parents of disabled. So devotees should not tolerate, because devotees are always tolerant. They don't mind the curse. Tiraskrita, Vipralbda, Shabda, Shipta, Atavadi, Nasya Pratikurunti, Tadbhaktava, Prabhavi. So devotees of God are always forbearing, even though they are cheated, uh, or cursed, defamed, neglected, even attempt to be killed. They do not uh, take any revenge against the wrongdoers. They are always forbearing. They tolerate. They don't take any. revenge. Oh, you cursed me, I'll also curse you. You wanted to kill me, I will kill you. You put me down, I'll put you down. No, they simply accept as the will of the Lord, sanction of the Lord, and they just to go ahead with that. So, Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur also similar Haridas Thakur. He was beaten 22 times in the marketplaces. But nevertheless, he prayed to the Lord, O Lord, kindly save them, kindly forgive them. They do not know what they are doing. So, devotees of the Lord always are forbearing. They want to show compassion to the fallen souls to deliver them. They do not mind. They do not mind they are being beaten, they are insulted, they are neglected, they are not cared for. Whatever others may they do, but the devotees always try to do good to wrongdoers. Once there was a person, Ramachandra Khan, such Haridas Thakur. From his village, he went to one more village called Benapolo. It is in the uh, East Bengal, Bangladesh. There he made a cottage and he was chanting 3 lakh times, 3 lakh names of the Lord every day. And many people, knowing the greatness of Haridas Thakur, they all would come and offer obeisances to Haridas Thakur, worship Haridas Thakur, because Haridas Thakur is known for his genuine, wonderful devotional qualities. Therefore, is as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. People would worship him, would pay due respect. So, in that village, there was one person called Ramachandra Khan. He was a landlord and he was envious of Vaishnavas and an atheist. He was an atheist. He did not like the Haridas Thakur is getting a lot of respect. Nobody is coming to me offer respect, but this fellow is getting respect. Somehow I should defame him so that nobody will go to him, they'll come to me. So he tried to find a fault with him, but he could not find fault anyway. He tried so many ways, but he was not able to find any fault with him. Then he was restless. He was haunted that somehow this person should be put down. Nobody should go to him. Nobody should offer respect to him. People should offer respect to me alone. So he was thinking. Then he discussed with the prostitutes, and the best of the prostitutes selected, and he told somehow we should go and tempt Haridas Thakur, and when you have relationship with him, I'll send my constable and arrest him and bring both of you to me, so that I'll call all the public and I'll declare what kind of saintly person is having affair with a prostitute. So people beat him and send him away. That was his intention. So he told the prostitute, please take constable. No, that prostitute said, no, first let me go and bring the mind of Haridas Thakur under my control. Let me have physical relationship with Haridas Thakur first day. Second day when I go, I will take constable. At the time, you can arrest. So this Ramachandra Khan agreed. So the prostitute went to Haridas Thakur cottage and he offered obeisance to Tulasi Devi and sat near the threshold of the entrance of the what is it, hut, so cottage. So Haridas Thakur was chanting inside, and the prostitute uh, wore attractive dress, and she exhibited her feminine beauty to Haridas Thakur view, so that mind will be diverted, attracted to capture his attention. And she said, "Oh Haridas Thakur, you are so beautiful, so youthful. Who's a woman who will not, I would say, control her mind after seeing you? I want to enjoy with you. So I am very much captivated by seeing your beauty, your youth, and attractive bodily feature. You are also very strong. So please accept my proposal. If you do not enjoy me, then I'll certainly commit suicide." So Haridas Thakur said, "Oh, so and so, don't worry. I'll certainly fulfill your desire, but let me finish my rounds. I have committed so many rounds per day. Let me finish my rounds and I'll enjoy with you. Don't worry. Wait till then. So Haridas Thakur started chanting, became morning. I said, sorry, I could not complete my rounds and I will fulfill your desire tomorrow. Don't worry, you come tomorrow. So then she went and told, reported to Ramachandra Khan that Haridas Thakur promised that she will enjoy me today. So I'll go. And I'll take constable tomorrow. Let me go and enjoy today. So next day again she came and she started proposing, and Haridas Thakur said, today I'll finish my round, I'll enjoy with you. Then again started chanting. So he said, see, I have taken the vow to complete uh, like a 10 million names in 1 month. I'm not completed. Tomorrow I'll complete, I'll enjoy with you. And again she went and reported to Ramachandra Khan. And again third day she came and Haridas Thakur said, today 100% I'll finish, then I'll freely enjoy with you. Please sit and listen. So because of 3 days of constant association with the great personality like Haridas Thakur, sitting and hearing the holy name from the mouth of Haridas Thakur, she started chanting Hare Rama Krishna, Hare Rama Krishna, then started chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. She started chanting. So again, the day was completed. Then immediately she fell at the feet of Haridas Thakur and admitted, confessed that Ramachandra Khan has sent me to deviate you from your vow of brahmacharya. Kindly forgive me. Please instruct me what is good for me. Instruct me what is good for me. So at that time, Haridas Thakur said, I know the activities of the foolish Ramachandra Khan. In fact, I wanted to leave on the very day he wanted to plan against me, conspiracy against me. I want to leave on the same day, but nevertheless, I stayed here 3 days to deliver you. See, you see Haridas Thakur quality. You want to deliver the prostitute. He was feeling compassionate to the prostitute. So then Haridas Thakur said, she told, please accept me as your disciple. Please instruct me what I can do for you. So Haridas Thakur said, immediately go home and take the property, whatever you earned by your illegal means, and distribute to all the Brahmanas and come here and sit here and chant. So she immediately went and distributed all the properties to Brahmanas, came with only one pair of cloth, simple cloth. And the same cottage where Haridas Thakur was there, she would water the Tulasi plant and would sit and chant 3 lakh names, just like Haridas Thakur was chanting. Due course of time, she brought all her senses under control and she became Goswamini. And she began to exhibit love of Godhead. She achieved that exalted position of exhibiting the ecstasy in devotional service. When all the people came and saw, they appreciated the exalted position of Haridas Thakur, by whose mercy and whose association even the prostitute became Goswamini. So this is the greatness of personalities like Haridas Thakur or Narada Muni. They can convert any low-born person to a Mahatmas, great personalities. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Eidam paramam guyum mad bhaktish abhidasadi bhakti mayi param krutva mame vashati asamshaya. Anyone who explains this Bhagavad Gita to others, particularly devotees who are ready to hear, for them pure devotional service is guaranteed. At the end, they will come back to me. Nachatasman munisheshu kachime prikartama bhavita nachme tasmat aniye priyatorobovi. No one is dear to me than he one who preaches this message, Bhagavad Gita. In other words, anyone who takes the risk to sacrifice his life to teach the message of Bhagavad Gita, he becomes very, very, very dear to Krishna. He becomes very, very dear to Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj also offered a prayer to Narasimha Deva. Prayena Deva Munaya Samukti Kama Maunam Charanti Vijanena Prarthanishta Naitan Vyaya Kripanan Umuksha Yeko Nanyam Tasya Sharanam Brahmato Anupashye. Oh my dear Lord, Narasimha Deva, many, many sages, saintly people leave the city and towns, go to Himalaya For what purpose? Swamukti Kama. They want to deliver themselves. They want to attain liberation. They don't care for the villages and towns. They leave. As far as I'm concerned, I don't want leaving the fools and rascals here. I know very well, unless one takes shelter of you, no one can be happy. Therefore, I should to stay here. I want to bring all the people unto your shelter. Then I'll come back to your abode. You see the exalted quality of uh, Prahlad Maharaj, who was a 5-year-old boy. He does not want liberation. Rather, he want to liberate all the people. Then he want to go back to God. This is the quality of saintly people. They are always anxious to deliver others by taking all kinds of risk for the preaching the message of Krishna consciousness. So the leaders of the society, they want to do welfare activities to make people happy, but they were not aware. They are not aware. Unless one takes shelter of Krishna, no one can be happy. Unless one takes shelter of Krishna, no one can be happy. Although the leaders, the so-called chief ministers, making lot of welfare schemes for the welfare of the people, nevertheless they are thrown out of the power. Why people are not happy? People are not happy. So by our intelligent means and ways, we cannot make people happy. Only by Krishna consciousness, one can make others happy. So it is said, by pouring water to the root of the tree, the branches, twigs, leaves, everything get energized. It is said in the Bhagavatam, Yatha taror mula nishechena tripyanti tatskanda bhuja upakasha bhujopa shaka prana pahara cha itendriyanam tadaiva sarvaharam achyutejya. As pouring water to the root of the tree energizes branches, twigs, leaves. By pouring water to the stomach, abdomen, food, by feeding the stomach, it gives energy to all the limbs of the body. Similarly, by serving Lord Achyuta, one can satisfy all the demigods. There is no need to worship anybody. Yasmin tushte jagat tushtam. If one satisfies Supreme Lord Hari, he can satisfy everyone. He can satisfy everyone. So it is Prabhupada, lost purport in this verse. It is said, in this age, the congregation chanting of the holy name of the Lord is prescribed method for waking up. The ways and means are most scientifically presented by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and intelligent persons may take advantage of his teachings not to bring about real peace and prosperity. So, of all kinds of sacrifices, japa, chanting the holy name, is the most sublime. So, only intelligent people take the method of chanting the holy name. So, Devahuti, mother of Kardama, mother of what is it? Kapila, wife of Kardama and mother of Kapila Rishi, Kapila Deva, said, Ho bata swapacho to gariyan ejjivagre varte nama tubyam tebus tapaste juju sastur arya brahmanuchur nama grananti ete. So he says, how glorious are those whose tongues are chanting your holy names. Such kind of people, even if they have taken birth in the family of dog eaters, swapacha, shwapacha, such kind of people are worshipable. Anyone who chants the holy name, he must have performed all kinds of austerities, sacrifices. You must have visited all the holy places, taken bath the holy places, must have studied Vedas. So, a person who's chanting the holy name means he has done all these things already. He has crossed studying all the Vedas, taking bath in the holy places, and performing all kinds of austerities, sacrifices. It's all the activity culminate in chanting the holy name of the Lord. So anyone who just begins to chant is surpassed all these things. And Lord Chaitanya Prabhu is the inaugurator and father of the Sankirtana movement. If anyone serves Lord Chaitanya Prabhu by sacrificing his life for the Sankirtana movement, is blessed by Lord Chaitanya Prabhu and is recognized by Lord Chaitanya Prabhu and is endowed uh, with his blessings. So, sacrifice for the mission of Lord Chaitanya is so glorious. Only intelligent people can take part in it. Therefore, it is said in the Bhagavatam, Kalim Sabhajayanti Arya Gunana Sarabhagina Yatra Sankirtanayeva Sarvasvartha Abhilapyate. In this age of Kali, those who are advanced in knowledge worship Kali Yuga. Those who are advanced knowledge welcomes Kali Yuga, worship Kali Yuga. Why? Why they welcome Kali Yuga? Because in this Kali Yuga, all kinds of perfection is achieved simply by performing Sangeeta Yagna. Therefore, those who are advanced in knowledge, they welcome Kali Yuga. So intelligent people only take part in Sankirtana movement. So anybody, because Prabhupada has bestowed his mercy upon us, although we are not intelligent enough, nevertheless, by taking Krishna consciousness, by taking the chanting, the process of this holy name, we become most intelligent. So indeed, we should all be grateful to Prabhupada for giving us the opportunity to chant the holy name, and we have crossed all these barriers, particularly the path of Pravarti Marga, path of enjoyment. So we have come to one level. What is the level that Prabhupada has given? The devotional service. Simply by chanting the holy name, one can achieve all perfection. So this is the purport of this first Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Hare Krishna.